Joining me is the battalion commander for recruiting here in Phoenix. He is Lieutenant Colonel Morley. Thanks for doing this, Colonel. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Mike. Thanks for having me.
When I saw the numbers, the Army is, you guys are biting off a pretty big bite here with recruiting. You want 10,000 recruits in just a couple of days this week.
That's right. We're calling it the Army National Hiring Day. And so nationwide, our goal is to change 10,000 lives between 30 June and the 2nd of July, going into the 4th of July weekend. Yeah, we're going big.
How many years have you spent in the Army?
I just hit 20 years, plus another 4 in college that don't really count. So 24 total, 20 towards pension.
Now, when you entered your career, obviously a West Point graduate, did you intend to stay in, or was it something that you loved so much you just stayed in the whole time?
No, absolutely not. My goal was always that I was going to get out of the Army when I stopped having fun. 20 years later, I'm still in. At the 5-year mark, when I could have gotten out, I was in the middle of the Special Forces qualification course. At the 10-year mark, I was getting a master's degree from an Ivy League school. At the 15-year mark, I was living in Central America, working for a United States embassy, and now I'm at 20. It's been a good ride.
The Army is so much different from when I was 18 years old in 1985. The career opportunities are so high-tech. The qualifications to get into some of these programs are as hard as any Ivy League school. So this is a great career path for a lot of people.
100%. Most people would be shocked by a couple numbers. Right now, less than 29% of America's youth meet the bare minimum standards for military service, right? So most people, I think, unfortunately, still think that you go to the military as a last resort. The reality is that for over 70% of America's youth, we can't even take them. So it's pretty selective up front, and then less than 1% actually raise the right hand to support and defend the Constitution and enlist. The beauty of that is that once you do enlist, there's over 150 different career options in the Army. The vast majority of those are not combat related. You can be a doctor, you can be a nurse, you can be a mechanic, you could be an engineer. There's so many different options that most people would assume don't exist, because all you see in the movies is the explosions and the gunfire.
What kind of incentives? I looked at some of the incentives to get some of these young men and women to sign up. There is really some incentives to join the military now.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you qualify for certain jobs and certain qualifications, you can get up to $40,000 of bonuses. Right now for the Army National Hiring Day, so through July 10th, if you enlist during this Army National Hiring Day period, there's an additional $2,000 bonus for coming in during this time period. The sky's the limit. From college payment options, 30 days of paid vacation every year, the bonuses to help everybody. And let's be real, there's a lot of families out there who could use a little bit extra cash these days. The sky's the limit. And like I said, personal example, I've loved everything that I've done for 20 years.
One of the things I've learned about the Army in the last 17 years is the brotherhood and the teamwork. When you play a team sport, what you love about it is sacrificing for the good of the team. That is something that, like, there's no other career like this, because it truly is that brother and sisterhood of the Army.
Absolutely. So, true story. I got recruited to play football at West Point. Got cut and ended up playing baseball. So my entire life going into college, I played team sports, like you said. When I got out of West Point and I entered the Army, that was what I fell in love with the most, are the people, right? I mean, I'm in touch. I could call a guy who I served with in 2001, and literally this happened 2 summers ago. Called him out of the blue, needed a favor, and he said, "Where are you? Where do I need to link up with you?" I mean, just the amount of cohesion, the brotherhood, the sisterhood that you get while you're in uniform is like nothing else you see anywhere else in the world outside the military.
Well, first of all, on behalf of a lot of people, I want to thank you for your years of service in the military and to the United States Army and to your country. But this recruiting effort, I really hope, is a success, because there's a lot of young men and women that this country needs, and it's going to do them well as well.
Absolutely. Anybody interested in this can go 2 ways. One, you go to the website, goarmy.com/hiring days. And the other way, which is way more simple, is simply pull out your phone and text the code AMMZ. I'll spell that phonetically. Alpha Mike Zulu and you send that to Go Army, and the number is 462-769. That'll pull up. That'll give you a link on your phone. You click it, you fill out the information, and the closest recruiter will reach out to offer some advice on these job options, because honestly, they're tremendous.
Lieutenant Colonel Morley, we really appreciate it. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you.